Hey, congrats on the win, man. A well-fought effort by you guys. How satisfying is this? First of all, I know that there was a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth on Saturday. That loss to St. Martin's felt like you had it in your grasp there late and it just slipped away. How nice was it to bounce back? You had a week to work and prepare for this game. How nice was it to get this win?
It was great. Honestly, they were picked number one team preseason for the conference, so it felt great. We can play with any team out here, so it just felt good to get a win on our home court.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. You can play with anybody, and more often than not, you have most of your games this season being decided by a single possession. Both of your conference losses have been by either 1 or 2 points. But tonight, you guys got it done. In SBU, they made a little run there late. They were trying to get back into the game, got it down to 7, but you guys really closed this one well. You protected the ball late and made sure they couldn't get back into it. Talk about the way you finished this one.
We kind of finished a little sloppy. You just got to make better decisions a little bit because it could have been a 20-point game. Like, we could have beat them by 20 points. But it's okay. We still learning. Still, we're not even halfway through our first conference games yet. So, we still just going to come into practice Monday and just work on our late game activities.
28 points for you. That's a season high. You were feeling it from the arc, 5 3-pointers. Talk about how your shot was feeling from three-point range tonight.
I was just feeling it, honestly. The ball just, felt good cutting off my hand. But, honestly, I just been working for this, honestly. I just all the hours in the gym and just working out every day. So it felt good. It's nothing new to me.
And a collective team effort to get this win. I'll let you talk about one of your teammates, Brent Finn. He just comes in off the bench and does a lot of little things tonight. He hit free throws when you needed him to, did some things defensively. What's it like to have a senior leader like that?
It's great. That's actually like one of my best friends on the team. He's a really good guy, and I'm glad that he came up big for us because we needed it.
All right, the Yellowjackets win. Carrington, you guys go on the road next week. Simon Fraser in Western Washington. That's the mindset, right? You can play with anyone in the league. Talk about the momentum you have now going into the road trip.
Like I said earlier, that was the preseason number one team that were picked to win the conference. So, I mean, what better feeling it is to beat them by 13 points. So, honestly, we about to go into Western Washington and Simon Fraser, I think, and we should just be on the road rolling.
All right, Carrington Wiggins, 28 points tonight. Congrats on the win. Great job, man.
All right, thank you.
I'll talk about this one. Carrington just said it. You feel like you can play with anybody. That shows you what the preseason poll says. I mean, the number 1 team against the number 10 team, but you guys just really found a way to win tonight. Played really well as the game went on.
Well, I think, you hit it on the head. We found a way to win. I mean, it wasn't very pretty the first half, and, kind of, you're trying to get your bearings against, a pretty good team. We had some foul trouble, and then the second half, just from the start, we were just so much more defensive, getting stops, and then we made some hoops, and obviously Carrington Wiggins, had an unbelievable game scoring-wise, and we needed all those points, but we held them the second half. I know they were on 40 forever. That was unbelievable how nothing went in there for about 10. Was it about 10 minutes, I suppose?
Yeah. It was a stretch of 8 minutes without a field goal. They had a free throw in there, but that was the turning point in the game. 6:15 to go in the first half. They get that 4-point play, and at that point, you guys were down 9. It was sort of looking like, man, they're pulling away. But after that, they went cold. You guys, got your bearings a little bit. You put some guys in off the bench. Talk about that being a momentum turning point.
Well, we had to. We talked about that today a little bit about, we're trying to play 14 games here in 6 weeks, and we're going to have to probably go deeper than 8 guys. And Tyler Neary came in, hadn't played a whole lot. Sam Elliott, again, kind of seems to give us a spark, and obviously we're playing behind Thacker and Sebastio's fouls. But I thought Shabazz was good. I thought Burkett was good, especially on the offensive glass. We got a few offensive rebounds there, and Big E was a presence inside too. And then Brent Finn, we had to lean on Brent with the foul trouble. I don't think Brent hardly came out, and he got going a little bit offensively the second half too. But really excited for these guys with this win, and also just the energy we played with the second half. And I think we wore them down. I mean, obviously they've been on COVID protocols, and I think you could tell a little bit, they got a little worn down that second half.
Yeah, that's right. You thought at the beginning, Damon picked up his fourth foul about 3 minutes in, and you're like, well, this is going to be a tough game for him to have to sit most of the second half. But as you mentioned, I think we found out a lot about how deep this team is. Brent Finn, I mean, a game like this, you got to make free throws. He made 7 of 8 for you, down the stretch, and really got to be pleased with that not really affecting the game, Thacker being out.
Well, not too much. No, and we all, I might have finished the game that way, except that Sebastião fouled out, and so we could put Damon in there the last 4 minutes. But I mean, it's one of those things where you just, with who's got you there. Plus, we had that big lead, and we do have a way of kind of giving things back late sometimes with a few things we do to try to salt away a win. And obviously, Big E went 1 for 4 from the free throw line, but we had a couple turnovers there that don't help, and we're trying to shore that area up. But we're learning, and we'll take the win and learn that way.
All right. Well, we talked to Carrington. I know that was a little bit bitter last Saturday, the way you lost to St. Martin's. Felt like it was right there, and it just slipped away. But this has to feel really good. You go on the road next week. It's great. You had a whole week to get ready for this. The team delivers a win, and you got to be feeling good now going on the road next week.
It was good. We had a really good week of practice. It was a long week of practice, with just one game, but it was really good. I mean, the last couple weeks, playing 2 games last week, long week of practice. I mean, I feel like we've got our conditioning back, and we've got a big stretch. Obviously we got a big stretch coming up where we got to be on the road and things like that. But our guys are showing us some things, and I think we're continuing to get better. And we still have those lulls where we have a tough time scoring, but found a way to get it done. And no, this is huge for us. Especially with Seattle Pacific, because how they've been dominant in the league the last few years. So this feels good.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win. Thanks for your time.
All right, Evan, thank you.
Yep.